Hi guys, it's Taylor. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Plan With Me. Today we will be planning for the week of April 6th through April 10th in my Erin Condren Daily Petite Planner. This is the second quarter planner for the months of April through June. If you guys did not see my spring Petite Planner folio setup, definitely go check that out. I will leave it linked up here in the corner. I go into detail in that video about what books I decided to stick in my Erin Condren folio for the spring quarter. So this is a brand new Petite Planner. I've only filled out the first few days and now we are jumping into the second week of April. So this is the planner that I do all of my daily planning in. So as you can see, it's laid out day by day, and I basically use this as a giant to-do list planner. This is where I basically plan out the details of my day. The other planner that I use is my Erin Condren Life Planner, and this is where I basically take it week by week and plan out the overview of my week as far as events, appointments, meetings, that sort of thing, and kind of time blocking what my days will look like. And then in here is where, again, I put all of my tasks and to-dos and track my habits and that sort of thing. So we have quite a bit to get set up in here. So since we started quarantining, the way that I've been using this planner, I started off on the first day kind of scheduling out and time blocking my day in here, but that's kind of already what I do digitally on my Google Calendar, and so instead I decided to break up my to-do list because I actually have quite a bit to do in several categories. So I decided to split it up into work, personal, and then YouTube. And then over here is basically where I track habits. So I'm going to kind of keep that same system, and then up here is where I add the weather in every day. Down in this area, I obviously didn't have anything last week, but down in this area is kind of where I put any major events or meetings or anything like that that's supposed to happen during the day. Okay, so I think the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and just write in all of the sections for each day of the week. Okay, so I went ahead and just wrote in all of my headers. I also will point out that this is the planner that I allow myself to get a little messy and to get rid of any sense of perfectionism. I don't really worry too much about my handwriting. I just do what I need to do to kind of get through the day. Okay, so the next thing that I want to do is go ahead and use this mild liner. So this is actually an idea that I came across on Instagram, and I'm forgetting who it was that posted a picture. I will put her Instagram name up here once I look it up. But she basically came up with the idea of using the mild liner highlighters to make your check boxes for your to-do lists. She actually used a gray one in her planner, but I decided to go with the purple just so it kind of matches the April theme, and so I can kind of switch it out for every month. I think that would be a really cute idea. So I'm just going to go ahead and go through and make all of my check boxes. Okay, so I got all of those written in. So actually last week I ended up highlighting those check boxes and then I hated the way that it looked, so definitely changed my mind about that. The one thing I will mention is that it does shadow a little bit on the other side of the paper, so if that bugs you, then you probably wouldn't want to do this, but it doesn't bother me a whole lot. Okay, so now that I got all of my check boxes drawn in, I'm going to go ahead, and this part is going to take me quite a bit of time, but I'm going to go in and actually write in all of my daily habits. Some of these are associated with my April goals in my power sheets. I have some daily action items that I'm just going to check off in here and then go into my power sheets and check off later, because truth be told, I don't actually look in my power sheets every single day. So if I keep track of them in my daily planner, then it'll help me remember what habits I kept up with and which ones I didn't, so that I can go back into my power sheets and check them off later. And then some of these are also just some other random things that I just want to try and get myself to do daily that I don't necessarily have set as a goal for myself, but it would be nice to try and get those things in. So I'm going to go ahead and write these down. Okay, so I officially got all of my habits written in. It is a lot. I know it's kind of a lot to keep up with and think about every day, but the goal is to obviously create habits out of these, and that most of these will just start to become things that I do without having to think about it. But just to kind of go over some of these with you guys, so one of my quarterly goals is to work on my morning routine and to just like keep things simple for myself. My first goal for April is to try and wake myself up by 7 a.m. I'm not going to be in school for quite a few months. I need to figure out a morning routine, because right now I'm just waking up whenever and I'm not very productive in the morning, and it takes me forever to get around, and it's just not good. It's very sluggish. I'm not liking it. So I'm trying to wake up by 7 a.m. I have only done this once so far in my 5 days of April. So it's really difficult for me, but that is a goal of mine. If you guys have any tips for not pressing snooze on your alarm, definitely leave some tips in the comments, because I could use some help with that. Another goal of mine is to read 2 to 3 books a month. 2 books is the goal. 3 books is the going above and beyond goal. So reading 30 minutes a day, preferably in the morning, being one of the first things I do when I wake up, but I'm not making that, I'm not going to put AM read, because if I don't read in the morning but I decide to read in the evening, then I want to allow myself that check mark, like, okay, I did at least read today. And then also a daily devotional. Again, I'm wanting that to be a morning task, but I decided not to put morning on it because I want to allow myself to do it at any time during the day. Maybe if I need a break from my work and I just want to do a devotional, then I will let myself do that. If I accidentally sleep in and I don't have time to do a devotional, I want to be able to wait and do it later in my day. So for right now, it's just doing a daily devotional. And then also writing in my gratitude journal at the end of every night. I will say, for those of you who watched my spring setup video, it is working so far, just having my gratitude journal sitting on my nightstand by my bed, because I see it there, I pull it out, I write in it, and I don't have to worry about getting out my entire folio, which is usually in my bag. So yay for that. That's really awesome. I'm also trying to spend less these next couple of months because I'm trying to buy a car and move out of my parents' house. So I'm on a no spend spree, and I've only spent, I think, 1 day so far this week. So far this month. So I'm super excited about that. I'm also trying, I have another goal. I actually got this idea from Plan with Lakin, but one of my goals this month is to, actually this quarter, is to use what I have. I'm actually working currently on building an inventory list, which was actually an original idea, and then I found out that Plan with Lakin is doing the same thing, so great minds think alike. But I'm trying to build an inventory list based on just different things that I have that I need to use up. But one of the first things I already knew I have a ton of that I've been trying to get through for years now are my candles. I have so many candles, most of them Bath & Body Works, but also just like a bunch of little candles and stuff that I got as gifts from people because they know I love candles. And I'm starting with trying to burn all of my little candles because I never use them, and those are the first ones I need to get rid of. So I've successfully already burned through 1 small candle. Yay! So it is on my habits every day to burn a candle. It's also in my habits to time block my day. This is usually something that I will either do the night before, or I will do the morning of. Either way, if I have time blocked this day, I get to check it off. The next habit I wrote for myself is to practice guitar. This is not on a goals list anywhere, but I recently picked up my guitar and started playing again, and so now I just want to try and make it a habit to get back into the groove of practicing, because honestly, I have nothing better to do and I might as well make something useful of all this time that I have. So it's a goal of mine to try and practice every day. I also put down yoga. Now, I have no intention of actually doing yoga every single day, but I know if I put it down as a habit and I see it there every day, it'll remind myself to try and get myself to do yoga. So truly, I'd like to be able to do it at least 2 to 3 times a week, but I really, really, really want to try and take advantage, again, of all this time at home and keep myself active. So I'm putting down yoga to try and do every day. And then also, I just put down drinking water. I didn't put down a certain amount because usually when I do that, again, it feels like it limits me. And then even if I drank like 20 ounces of water, but I didn't drink 64, then I don't check it off and then it looks like I'm not drinking my water. But I've just noticed myself feeling very dehydrated lately. So I decided I just needed to put it back into my habits. I did that a long time ago, and usually I'm pretty good at it when I'm at work because I always have like a water bottle or a cup of some sort of water on my desk. But since I'm not working, I'm not drinking water. So I definitely decided to put that down in my daily habits to try and drink water every day. And then I just left an extra space in case there's something else that I wanted to fill out. But for now, those are the habits that I'm trying to keep up with. Yes, it's a lot, but I think that I can do it with all this extra time. It kind of gives me something to focus on. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is go through and kind of write in these spaces. I mentioned that that's where I will put down like my events or anything I have going on. Obviously, if I decide to like time block my day in here, then I will put events over in the time bar. But since I am choosing to plan this way in my planner, then I will just put the main things down here, which is actually really helpful because like I said before, in my life planner, I basically already have my day time blocked. So this planner is just better to have all the little things that I need to get done throughout the day. So Monday, which is today, I'm filming this Monday morning, I have an online therapy appointment. So luckily I found out my insurance does cover telehealth. So I want to put that down here, and I'm going to try and use this opportunity to use stickers. So I have a ton of Erin Condren sticker books that I just do not pull from enough. So we're going to try and do that. I'm going to write down my therapy appointment on some sort of like flag sticker or something. So I have like all these purple ones to work with, which is really nice. So I think I'll use this lighter purple. And I honestly hate this box here. Who else hates this box? I think it should have been put inside of the hexagon. It's just so awkward being right here in this square. Ugh, it drives me crazy. It was like the one thing that I hated about the reformat of these daily planners. Okay, so moving on to Tuesday. Tuesday mornings, I have 2 different Zoom meetings for work. I think I have meeting stickers actually in the teacher book, which would work perfectly. So yes, perfect. The meetings are back to back, so one starts at 9 and one starts at 10. So I'm just gonna put 9 to 11. I'm just gonna put it as one meeting, just because yeah, that'll be easier than putting down 2 different stickers. Okay, then moving on to Wednesday, I don't have anything specific planned. Thursday is nothing. Oh, yes. Thursday, I'm going to try and hop onto an old professor of mine's doctoral meeting. So he has kind of like a question and answer thing that he's doing for his doctorate degree. So let me double check the time on that, but I think I want to hop on there and try and support him and ask questions and all that fun stuff. So Alright, that's kind of dark, but that just says his doctoral Zoom is at 10 a.m. Then Friday is a Good Friday. I don't know if I have anything maybe decorative that I could put for that. I think my marker is running out, but there, we marked Good Friday in there. And then obviously Sunday is Easter, and nobody makes Easter stickers, but I think what I am going to do is use some of this washi in here. There, that's super pretty. So yeah, I don't normally use a whole ton of stickers, but I think that that is just enough to kind of spice things up and make it look cute. So that is all that I have as far as like events planned for the week. And then the last thing I'm going to do is go ahead and add in my weather up here. I just keep my Planner Kate weather stickers tucked in to the back of the cover. I think I'm just going to add in the first couple of days because we're in Kansas and the weather changes a lot. So I'm not going to do all of it yet, but I will just do the first couple of days. Okay, so I just did Monday through Thursday. Even Thursday is probably too far out to go, but it looks like Wednesday is going to be beautiful. So I'm really glad that I looked ahead and wrote that in because, oh my gosh, yes, Tuesday and Wednesday. It's going to get up to like 80 degrees here. I'm going to need to remember to go outside. Maybe I'll even do my yoga outside. That would be fun. It'd be a good way to motivate myself to both go outside and do my yoga. Okay, but I think that that is it for this plan with me. We have in my to-do lists, my habits, the weather, my meetings and events, and it's looking pretty good. So for the weekends, I don't really keep up my habits. I don't try and expect myself to keep up with these on weekends. It's kind of like my time to take a break, and I usually just fill this up with like any sort of chores or like household things that I need to get done, or things that I didn't get done during the week that I want to get done during the weekend, that sort of thing. So alright, that is it for this plan with me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed yet, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thank you all so much for watching. I can't wait to see you all in my next video. Bye guys!